Hello students, in this video we are going to learn shares and dividends. This is a part of the revision series where we are preparing ourselves for the upcoming board exams. In this video I will discuss few terms and few formulas which we are going to use while solving the questions of shares and dividends. So let's start. Nominal value. The first term is nominal value. It is most of the time abbreviated as NV. So its other words which you may expect in the questions are face value, original price also, or original value, register value, or printed value. Nominal value is the original, as you can see here original word is there. So nominal value is the original price of the share. So second term is market value, MV, or sometimes it can be written as cash value. So MV is that value where at which a particular share is purchased. So regarding market value, you may expect three terms. First one is MV at par. At par means the case when MV is equals to NV. That means market value is equals to nominal value. So this condition means the market value is at par. So this terminology you can expect in the questions, and in question it might be given like market value is at par. So there in that case you have to understand that MV is equals to MV. That means suppose they have given NV is equals to 100. So if this term is mentioned, MV is at par. So here you have to understand if NV is 100, that means MV is also rupees 100. So MV at par means MV is equals to MV. That means market value is equals to nominal value. Second case, market value below par. So market value below par means when market value is less than nominal value. Below means something less, you can remember from word below also. So market value below par means market value is less than nominal value. So if nominal value is rupees 100, that means maybe market value will always be less than that. So some value it might be given to us, for example rupees 90 or 85 or 70, any value which is less than rupees 100. So here MV below par. Also the other terminology for this one is market value at a discount. So you will understand these terms while doing questions when we see these terms. So market value below par or market value at a discount. Both of the things means market value is less than nominal value. Third one is market value above par. So above means something more. So that means when market value is greater than nominal value. Like suppose NV is 100 and market value or MV is rupees 110. So in this case MV is above par, or the other terminology for this one is MV at a premium. So MV at a premium means in this case market value is greater than nominal value. So the term still now which we have discussed is nominal value. Nominal value is the original value of the share. Other words for nominal value is face value, registered value or printed value. Then market value is the value of share, current value you can say, at which the share is purchased, buying cost it is. Market value is the buying cost. So regarding market value, three terms are there. Market value at par means market value is equals to nominal value. Market value below par or market value at a discount, that means market value is less than nominal value. And the third one is market value above par or market value at a premium. This means market value is greater than nominal value. And the next term which we are going to use or which you will be seeing frequently in these questions is dividend. Dividend. So dividend means the profit. Dividend means the profit which shareholder is getting. Shareholder gets. So this profit is always expressed in terms of, so I will write here, dividend is a profit and it is always expressed in terms of percentage of nominal value. So dividend is a profit and it is expressed in terms of percentage of nominal value. Also dividend, it doesn't depend on market value. It does not depend on market value. So that means dividend only depends on nominal value. So these are the few terms which we are going to use and which you are going to see in the questions. Now let's write few formulas which we will use to solve the questions. So few formula I am going to write. So first one is number of shares. So number of shares bought. So number of shares bought is equals to investment by market value. So investment like means whatever total sum a person is investing. So sum by market value of one share. So from this formula itself, see the formula is number of shares is equals to investment by market value. So from this formula, if suppose you have to find investment, so from here itself we can see investment is equals to, if market value we are shifting to other side, that means investment is equals to number of shares into market value of one share. So from one formula itself we are getting two formulas. So for number of shares we have another formula also. Total dividend means profit, so that means you can write profit also. So total profit or total dividend by dividend or profit on one share. So we have got two formulas to find number of shares. So number of shares is investment by market value of one share. Also number of shares is equals to total dividend or profit, because dividend means profit only. So total dividend by dividend or profit on one share. Third formula is total dividend earned. Total dividend earned means total profit earned. So here you always have to remember that dividend is profit. So total dividend earned is equals to number of shares into dividend Percentage means rate also, rate of dividend, that means dividend percentage only, into nominal value of one share. So total dividend earned is equals to number of shares into dividend percentage into nominal value of one share. So fourth formula which we are going to use is return profit. So return percentage means profit, percentage of profit. So that is equals to income by investment into 100. So return percentage means, also you can write return means profit only, so that is profit percentage. So return percentage or profit percentage both are same, so that is equals to income by investment into 100. So this is the formula which we are going to use. And the another one, you always have to remember one thing here, income is equals to return, and this thing is also equals to profit, and also this thing is equals to dividend paid by the company. As I have already told you, income means return, and here the other word for return is profit also and dividend also. So these terminologies always you have to remember. So once again I'll just show you the formulas. So the first formula which we are going to use, see, always we have to see which things are given to us, and accordingly we have to decide which formula we have to use. So number of shares bought is investment by market value of one share. Another formula for number of shares is total dividend or profit by dividend or profit on one share. Then total dividend earned is equals to number of shares into dividend percentage into nominal value of one share. Then return percentage or profit percentage, it is equals to income by investment into 100. And these few terms you have to remember, that income, return, profit and dividend, these terms means the same thing only. Now let's start with few questions so that you can have more understanding of the concept. So let's do this question. A man invests rupees 8,800 in buying shares of a company of face value of rupees 100, each at a premium of 10%. If he earns rupees 1,200 at the end of the year as dividend, find the number of shares he has in the company and the dividend percent per share. So this is the question. First of all, when we are doing any question, what we will do, we will write the given things. So in this question, what is given to us? A man invests rupees 8,800. So that means if a man is investing, so that means investment is given to us. So I'll be writing here investment is equals to rupees 8,800. A man invests rupees 8,800 in buying shares of a company of face value of rupees 100. So face value means nominal value. So that means NB is equals to rupees 100. See, in this question it is written in language. So in spellings it is written, instead of writing in this way, they have given to us in this form. So you have to understand what is given. So face value of rupees 100 means NB is equals to rupees 100. Now each at a premium of 10%. So at a premium means, I have already discussed this word. At a premium means MB, it is greater than NB. So if MB is greater than NB, how much it is greater? It is greater by 10%. So how to find that? First of all, what is the 10% of NB? 10% of NB is equals to 10 by 100 into, because NB is how much? NB is given to us 100. 10 by 100 into 100. So 100 and 100 will get cancelled. So 10% of NV is rupees 10. So what will be the value of MV? MV means at a premium. So whenever at a premium is there, you have to find the value of given percentage. I have found. So given percentage value is 10. That value you have to add in the nominal value. So nominal value is 100. So that means the value of MV is equals to 100 plus 10. So 110. So whenever at a premium is there, you have to add this percentage. First of all, convert this percentage into number, and that value you have to add in the nominal value in case of premium or above par. So investment is given to us, NV is given to us, and MV is given to us. Now let's read what else is given. If he earns rupees 1200 at the end of the year as dividend. So dividend is given to us. Dividend means profit or return. So dividend is given to us rupees 1200. So this is overall profit which he has earned at the end of the year. So these are all given things which I have written now. Investment rupees 8,800, NV is rupees 100, MV is rupees 110, then dividend is rupees 1200. So now what we have to find, I have already written here. If you want, again you can write for more clarity. So number of shares we have to find, first point. So number of shares, direct formula is there. I have already discussed the formulas. So number of shares is equals to investment by MV of one share. So we discussed some other formula also, two formulas we discussed. So this, why we are using this formula here, because investment is given to us. So that's why I am using this formula. So number of shares is equals to investment by MV of one share. So I'll just substitute the value. So investment is 8,800. 8,800 is the value of investment, and MV of one share is 110. So 0 and 0 will get cancelled. On 11's table directly we can do cancellation. 11 into 1 and 11 into 8 is 88. 1 0 will come. So number of shares we have found is equals to 80. So 80 shares are there. So first point is done. Number of shares we have found. Now second, what we have to find, dividend percent per share we have to find. See, overall dividend is given to us. Now per share we have to find its value, that too in the form of percentage. So dividend percent per share. When I was giving you introduction, I have discussed this thing, that dividend percentage is always expressed in terms of its NV. Dividend percentage is always expressed in terms of NV. So I already discussed this thing when I discussed dividend. So dividend is actually profit a shareholder gets, and it is expressed in terms of percent of NV. So now how we will find a dividend percentage here? You can see here, dividend, overall dividend is given to us. Overall dividend means total profit, you can say. So total profit is given to us. And also what else we know? We know NV is equals to rupees 100. So here what we will do, first of all, we'll find NV of 80 shares. NV of 80 shares, because NV of one share we already know it's given to us. NV of one share is equals to rupees 100. So NV of 80 shares is equals to 100 into 80. So 80 is the number of shares, 100 is the NV of one share. So that means NV of 80 shares is equals to rupees 8,000. So this is the NV of 80 shares. Now let us assume that dividend percentage is equals to X percent. So we can say X percentage of NB, it is equals to rupees 1200, because dividend is expressed as a percentage of NB, and that dividend is already given to us, that is 1200. So that's why this thing I'm using here. So total dividend, it's given to us and it is expressed as a percent of NB. So now I'll just substitute the value. So X percentage of NB, or we can write it as X percentage. I can write X by 100, because percent means by 100, of means multiplication NB. See, here we will not use NB of 1 share, because this is total return or total dividend. So that's why total NB we will use. Total NB means NB of 80 shares we will be using here. So NB of 80 shares is equals to 8000, which is equals to 1200. Now this we can simplify. So these 2 zeros and these 2 zeros will get cancelled. So X into 80 is equals to 1200. So X is equals to 1200. So this 80 we will shift to other side. It is getting multiplied with X. So when we are shifting it to other side, it will get divided. So this 80 will come here. 0 and 0 will get cancelled. So when you are doing this cancellation, you can do on 4's table. 4 into 2, 4 into 30, and then 2 into 1, 2 into 15. So X value we have got 15. So that means dividend percentage on each share or one share, it is equals to 15% or 15%. So here we completed this question. You can see in this question, these were the given things: investment, NB, MB, and dividend. Dividend means total profit. We had to find number of shares, which we found by using direct formula, investment by MB, and we got number of shares 80. Then we had to find the dividend percent per share. So dividend is always, so little bit of concept we used here. So first of all, we found nominal value of 80 shares, because we know dividend is expressed as a percent in terms of NB. So we use this concept, and then we found the value of dividend percent on each share, which we got equals to 15%. And the next question is, Ashok invested rupees 26,400 in 12% rupees 25 shares of a company. If he receives a dividend of rupees 2,475, find number of shares he bought, market value of each share. So let's start. As I have told you, first of all, when we start doing question, after reading the statement, we'll write immediately whatever is given to us. So Ashok invested. So Ashok invested rupees 26,400. That means investment is given to us. So if any amount is invested, that means that amount is investment. So investment is equals to rupees 26,400. Rupees 25 shares. See the cost which is written immediately next to the shares, rupees 25 shares, that cost is always nominal value. So nominal value is given to us. Nominal value is rupees 25. If he receives a dividend, dividend means annual income also. Dividend or annual income. Or return also. So these are the words for dividend. So this is equals to rupees 2,475. Find number of shares he bought and market value of each share. So what we have to find, that also we will write. So number of shares we have to find, and market value, that means MV, we have to find. Now we can start our question. So number of shares. We have discussed formulas for number of shares. Number of shares is equals to investment upon MV. So this is one formula of number of shares, investment upon MV. Also number of shares is equals to total income or annual income or dividend or profit. So these are all the other words. Income or dividend you can write. Total or annual means the same thing. Divided by dividend on one share. So this is also, so we have to understand here which formula we can use here. So if we want to use this formula, we can see here investment we know, but we don't know the value of MV. MV also we have to find. So that means this formula here we can't use. So let's try to see whether we can use this one. So number of shares is equals to total income or total dividend or annual dividend. So everything is same. So dividend upon dividend on one share. See, dividend is given to us. You can see dividend is equals to 2475. Dividend on one share is not there, but can we find that term? So here we can see it's given to us. One thing I missed here. So dividend percentage is also given to us, that is 12%. So dividend percentage is given to us. So that means we can find dividend on one share. So dividend on one share, it is equals to 12% of NB. I've already discussed this thing with you. Dividend percentage is always expressed in terms of nominal value. So dividend on one share we can find by using this dividend percent given to us. So 12 by 100, so percent means by 100 into NB. NB is, so NB is given to us 25. So we can solve this one. 25 into 4 is 100, 4 into 1 and 4 into 3 is 12. So dividend on one share is equals to rupees 3. Now here, by using this formula here, just I am going to substitute number of shares is equals to dividend upon dividend on one share. So dividend is given to us 2475. So I am substituting here dividend on one share. Just now we have found that is rupees 3. So we can solve it on 3's table. 3 into 8 is 24, 3 into 2 is 6 and 3 into 5 is 15. So number of shares is 825. Number of shares. Now first part of this question is done. Number of shares he bought. Now market value of each share. So again I have already written both the formulas. This formula we have used and now we will make use of this formula to find MB. So number of shares now we already know. If from this formula we want to solve MV, so MV will go to other side and this number of shares will come here. So what will be the formula of MV we will get from here? MV, when I am shifting to this side, so it will go here. MV is equals to investment, which is already there, investment by, so this number of shares will come here. Investment by number of shares. So investment is already given to us. Investment is 26,400. So here I am just doing substitution and number of shares just now we have found 825. So number of shares is 825. So when this we are solving, let's solve it. We can do cancellation on 5's table. 5 into 5, 5 into, so this you can divide on 5. 5 into 2, 10, 48. So 5, 2, 8, 0, and this one on 5. 5 into 1, this also will divide. See, I am dividing so that there should not be any calculation mistake, where very carefully we have to do everything. 5 into 1, 5. 5 into 6, 165. And this also further we can simplify. See, after further simplifying these two, you will be getting the value as rupees 32. So MB's value you will get 32. See here, again on 5's table you can do cancellation, and after that directly also if you want you can divide it. And here in this question you can see the question was very simple. These were the things given to us: investment, NB, annual income or dividend, and dividend percentage was given to us. We had to find number of shares and NB. So we use this formula of number of shares, total dividend by dividend on one share, and we found the number of shares. Then this number of shares we used here and calculated the value of MB. Let's do next question. The question is, Vivek invests rupees 4,500 in 8% rupees 10 shares at rupees 15. He sells the shares when the price rises to rupees 30 and invests the proceeds in 12% rupees 100 shares at rupees 125. Calculate the sale proceeds, number of 125 shares he buys, the change in his annual income from dividend. So let us try to understand the question. So a person is investing rupees 4,500 in 8%. So 8%. So this invest. So that means investment is given to us. So we'll write down whatever is given to us. Investment. So this question in parts we have to understand, because person first of all he is doing some investment, that means he is buying something. Then here he is selling also the same thing which he bought, he sells also. So in part by part you have to understand this question. So first of all, what is the amount of investment? Rupees 4,500. So in 8%, 8% means dividend percentage is given to us rupees 10 shares. So I told you the price, the cost which is written this next with the shares, rupees 10 shares, so that cost is always NB. So NB is given to us rupees 10 at rupees 15. So rupees 10 is a nominal value, but what is the market value? Rupees 15. The next cost is market value always. He sells the shares when the price rises to rupees 30. So this was part 1, like when he is buying. So you can write when he is buying. So in case of buying, the investment was this, dividend percentage is this, nominal value and market value are this. Now when he is selling, he sells the shares when the price rises to rupees 30. So that means selling price you can write of one share is given to us rupees 30. Selling price of one share is 30 and invest the proceeds. Invest the proceeds means like whatever he has got from here, the same thing he has invested, whatever profit or whatever he has got in first case. So this he is doing investment now. So where he is doing investment, in this case dividend percentage is equals to 12%, rupees 100 shares. So rupees 100 share means nominal value. Nominal value is rupees 100. Rupees 100 shares at rupees 125. So market value is rupees 125. So first of all, what we have to find? We have to find the sale proceeds. See, like this separately you can write both the given information so that you can have idea that here this is the first case when he is buying, here when he is selling. So first thing we have to find sale proceeds. For sale proceeds, you can always remember this formula so that there should not be any confusion. Oh, we are seeing new word and you people are getting scared. No. So sale proceeds means number of shares into selling price of one share. Okay, so this formula you can remember. Sale proceeds, whenever in a question it's asked to find sale proceeds. So what is sale proceeds? Number of shares into selling price of one share. So first part we have to find sale proceeds, but here we don't have number of shares, but we know the formula of number of shares. So selling price of one share, we know selling price of one share, it is 30. So what we can do, number of shares we can find. Number of shares, one formula is there, investment. So again I am using formula here. Number of shares is equals to investment upon MB. Because both the things are given to us, so that's why I am using this formula in place of number of shares. Investment by MB I am writing, because investment is also given to us and MB is also given to us. And selling price of one share is 30. Investment is 4,500. This investment we have to write. This MB only we have to write, because here, from here only we will get information about number of shares, which number of shares which are bought originally. So investment by MB. MB is 15 into 30. So this we can simplify. 3 into 10, 3 into 5, then 5 into 1, 5 into 9 is 45, 2 zeros as it is. So sale proceeds, 900 into 10 is 9,000. So whenever you have to find sale proceeds, its formula is number of shares into selling price of one share. So sale proceeds we have found. Now first part of this question is done. Now what we have to find next? The number of 125 shares he buys. So number of 120 here. For this one we have to find the number of 125 shares. What does this mean? Here we have to understand what is the investment bit, because for finding number of shares, investment by MB is the formula, or dividend by dividend on one share is the formula. So here we can have idea of the investment, that whatever is invested here. So that divided by 125, that divided by 125, we will get the number of shares. So as you read the statement here, so statement says invest the proceeds in 12%. So here what is the proceeds we found? 9,000. So that means in this case, what is the investment? What is the investment in this case? Investment is the sale proceed, because the question says he sells the shares when the price rises to this, and invest the proceeds. Proceeds only he is investing. So sale proceeds we found in first one, that is 9,000. So when number of shares we are finding, formula is investment upon MB. So what is the investment done in this case? Investment is the sale proceeds, which is equals to 9,000. So 9,000 we have to use, what is MB? 125. So this we can solve it. So further we can cancellation we can do. So little easy, we'll try to make 90, we will write 9,000, will write 90 into 100, 125 will write 25 into 5. So directly we'll try to make calculations easy. So 25 into 4, 25 into 4 is 100. Why I have written this way? You can do cancellation also directly. So 25 into 4 is 100 because I knew it. So that's why 90 I wrote 9000 I wrote 90 into 100. And this also direct cancellation we can do. 5 into 1 is 5 and 5 into 18 is 90. So because the smaller cancellations we know, we can try to make the calculations easy like this. So now this we can multiply. 8 into 4 is 32. So 18 into 4 is 72. So in this case, number of shares is equals to 72. So second part of the question is also done. So first part was finding sale proceeds and second is number of shares. Now third, let's do it. So in third part of the question, they are saying change in his annual income from dividend. So change in his annual income we have to find. For that, first of all, what was the original income? Change whenever you have to find. So what we will do? For change, always remember the formula. So like change in income we have to find now. Income or dividend means same thing. So change in income is equals to new income minus original income. Always remember, any change we are finding any time, it will be new that thing minus the original that thing. There's now income, change in income we have to find. So new income minus original income. So that means we have to find both the incomes first. So new income. Income means what actually? Income means dividend only. So how we will find? So income, here we can see dividend percentage is given to us. Dividend percentage is 12%. Income of one share first of all we'll find. Income of one share means dividend on one share. So dividend, income and return, profit, all words are same. Don't get confused. So on one share I am doing here, because with the help of dividend percentage we can find the dividend of one share, because it is always expressed as percentage of nominal value. So new income is 12% of one share. So 12 by 100 into nominal value. In this case, what is the nominal value? Nominal value is, see, when new we are using new, this part of the question we have to do, and this part is for original one. So this we are doing. Nominal value here is rupees 100. So that means on one share income is rupees 12. But how many shares do we have in this case? In this case, we have 72 shares. So total dividend or total income, total new income, I'll write here. So that is equals to 12 into 72, because number of shares here we have 72. So this we can multiply. 72, 4, 6. So this is equals to rupees 864. So this is new income. So when we are finding new income, this is the income of one share into number of shares. So in this case, number of shares was 72. Same thing we will do for the original case also. So original income, or you can use the word dividend also, both same. So what was the dividend percentage given to us? So here you can see dividend percentage was given to us as 8%. So that means 8% of NV. Again, this thing we are doing for one share. So 8% of NV. 8% means 8 by 100 into NV. So what is NV here? NV is equals to 10. So we have written everything so that when we are doing the question, we don't have to face any difficulty. So NV is 10. So when this we are solving, so it is equals to 4 by 5. Let it be in this form only, because when we are multiplying it with number of shares, we can simplify it. So this is the original income or dividend on one share. So total dividend is equals to cost of one share or income of one share into number of shares. So here what was the number of shares? Here number of shares we don't know, but investment is there and MV is there. Investment is there, MV is there. So in place of number of shares, what we will do? We will write this formula. Number of shares is equals to investment by MB. See, you always have to make the relations and see whatever is given, that only we have to utilize. So because this is, we are doing for the original one. So 4 by 5 investment in first case was 4,500 and NB market value it is 15. So 5 into 900. This also we can do 3 into 5. 3 into 3 is 9, 300. 5 into 6 is 30, 0. So 4 into 60 is 240. 4 into 60 is 240. Now this is original income. Original income 240, rupees 240, and 840 was the new income. So here we will just substitute. Change in income is equals to new income. Here itself I'll write new income. We found 840. Original income we found 240. So which is equals to, you can do 840 minus 240. It is equals to 600. 1 second. New income was 864. 72 into 12. 72 into 12. So this was by mistake only I wrote it. So this is 864. So 864. So 864 minus 240. 6 minus 4, 2, and 8 minus 2, 620. So we have got 624. It was 240 and 864 minus 240. So 624. Okay. I'll just show. So what we did in the last one, change in income we had to find. So change in income is equals to new income minus original income. For finding income, what we will do, first of all, we'll find dividend of one share by using the dividend percentage. So dividend percentage of NV we have to use. We used this formula and found the dividend of one share, that was rupees 12. Then on all the shares we have to find. So here number of shares were 72. So total income we found by multiplying 12 into 72, which we got equals to 864. Then the original income we found, original dividend percentage was 8%. So 8% of NB, 8 by 100 into 10 we did, and it was 4 by 5. So this was on one share. We have to find total on all the number of shares. So 4 by 5 into number of shares we have to do. In first case we didn't know the number of shares. So for that reason what we did, we found number of shares by using this formula. Investment by MB. So here we got, after doing all the calculation, we got income as 240. So here we just substituted, then change in income is equals to new income minus original income. New income was 864 minus 240, which we got as 624. With this question is completed. Let's do next question. The question is, Mr. Parekh invested rupees 52,000 on rupees 100 shares at a discount of rupees 20 paying 8% dividend. At the end of 1 year, he sells the shares at a premium of rupees 20. Find his annual dividend and the profit earned including his dividend. So first of all, let's write what is given to us. Here also two cases are there. First of all, he is buying, then he is selling also. So accordingly we will write, so that there should not be any confusion. So first of all, when he is buying, Mr. Parak invested. Invested means investment is given to us. So investment is equals to rupees 52,000 on rupees 100 shares. So that means MV is given to us with the price which is written to next to shares, that is always NB. So NB is equals to rupees 100 at a discount of rupees 20, paying 8% dividend at a discount. See, this discount word is there, and this word already I explained you when we were discussing the terminologies. So at a discount means this is below par. So MB is less than. Now how much discount is there? Rupees 20. It is already given to us in the form of rupees. So MB we can find easily. MB is equals to nominal value minus this discount. Nominal value is 100. What is this discount? 20. So MB is equals to 100 minus 20. Whenever discount is there, that time we have to do subtraction of that particular discount from the nominal value. So this is how our MB's value we got equals to 80. 100 minus 20, 80. Dividend percentage is also given to us. Dividend percentage is equals to 8%. So in first case, investment which is done, that is 52,000, nominal value 100, market value rupees 80. So directly market value was not given to us. They mentioned he bought at a discount of rupees 20. So that means this 20 you have to subtract from the nominal value, and that is the market value. Dividend percentage is given to us 8%. Now what he did, at the end of 1 year he sells the shares. Now at the end of 1 year he sells the shares at a premium of rupees 20. So that means original nominal value was how much? Rupees 100. Now you can see this word, at a premium of rupees 20. Premium means above par. So MB in this case you can find with the help of this one. Whenever word premium is mentioned in NV, that is 100, you just have to add this premium. So here market value became 120. So NB is 100, market value is 120. Find his annual dividend. So everything whatever is given to us, that I have written. So now what we have to find? We have to find annual dividend. Annual dividend we have to find, and then we have to find profit earned including his dividend. So profit we have to find, because something, first of all he is buying, then he is selling. So selling also at a higher price. So how much profit he has earned from that we have to find. So let's start. Annual dividend. For annual dividend we know the direct formula, directly we can use. So dividends formula, or annual dividend or annual income, return, profit, all are same. So formula is number of shares into dividend percentage into nominal value of one share. So this formula I have already discussed when formulas I was discussing. So here again we don't know the number of shares. So the same concept will apply. Number of shares is equals to investment. Number of shares is equals to investment by market value. So same thing you can always use, because investment also we know it's given to us, and market value is also given to us, into dividend percentage. Dividend percentage is 8%, you can see here, and nominal value of one share is also given to us. So I am just substituting all the given things. Investment is 52,000. MV market value is 80 to 8%. Percent means 8 by 100.
into 100. 100 and 100 will get cancelled. 8 into 1, and this also 8 into 1, 0, 0 will get cancelled. So here we have got dividend is equals to rupees 5,200. So this is the annual dividend, 5,200 annual dividend. Now first part is done to find annual dividend. Now we have to find the profit earned including his dividend. Dividend we have already found. So that means whatever profit he has earned, we just have to add this dividend in that. Including means addition. Addition we have to do. So how to find profit? In lower classes, you have done this thing. Profit is equals to SP minus CP. SP is the selling price, CP is the cost price. So CP, cost price, means buying price. So buying price here is our investment. Little bit you have to relate with that, like the concept which we earlier did. So profit is equals to, because in this question they're asking us to find profit. So this concept we will use. Profit is equals to SP minus CP. So same concept, because selling is being done here. So this number of shares, what he is doing, he is selling when the market price of one share is 120. Okay, so what we will do, we'll find selling price and we will find cost price. So and we'll do cost price is actually buying price. Buying price means investment that is already given to us, that is 52,000. This is already given to us. So here investment is only CP. Selling price we have to find. Then we will use this formula and find profit. So what is the selling price of one share? Selling price of one share is equals to rupees 120, because that person sold the shares when the price became 120, market value became 120. At that time only he sold. That means selling price of one share is equals to 120, which is our market value only, because at this price only the share is being sold. So selling price, total selling price we'll find, because total buying price we know, total CP we know, that is 52,000. So total selling price or total SP is equals to selling price of one share into number of shares. Selling price of one share into number of shares. So what is the selling price of one share? Selling price of one share is the market value, which is equals to 120 into number of shares. We don't know number of shares, we will again use this only. Number of shares is equals to investment upon market value. Because this from the first case, so which market value we have to use here, which is given to us in the first case, which is equals to 80. Don't use here 120, because person here only the buying has taken place, shares are being bought. So from here only we have to find number of shares. So number of shares will be investment upon MB, this MB, not this one, because this MB is the selling price. So 120 into 52,000, because investment was 52,000 by 80. So we can solve it. 4 into 2 is 8. 4 into 3 is 12. 2 into 15 is 30. So 52 into 15 we have to multiply. 2 into 5, 10. 25, 26, 52, 8, 780. 780 and these two zeros. So this is the selling price. Selling price is equals to 78,000 we found. Now what we have to do, we have to find profit. Profit is equals to selling price minus cost price. So what is the selling price? Selling price is 78,000. Cost price is 52,000, which is the initial investment. We can do subtraction here. You can see each and every calculation I am doing, so that, see, don't do like this, do separately, so that when in exam you are doing, you can check while rechecking your calculations that everything, if you have done it correctly, or if any mistake is there, you can just correct it. 7 minus 5, 2. So profit here, it is 26,000, but this is not our final answer, because what is the question asked to us? The question says find the profit including his dividend. So dividend we found in the first part itself, that was 5,200. So what we will do here, total profit is equals to 26,000 plus 5,200, which is the dividend. So this we can add. So 31,200 is the total profit. Why 26,000 is not the only profit? Because in the question it's being asked, we have to find the profit including the dividend. So dividend which we found in the first part, we added that dividend and found the net or total profit. So with this our question is completed. The next question is, Salman buys 50 shares of face value rupees 100 available at rupees 132. What is the investment? If the dividend is 7.5%, what will be his annual income? If he wants to increase his annual income by rupees 150, how much extra shares should he buy? So let's write the given things. First of all, Salman buys 50 shares. So how many shares are bought? Number of shares is given to us 50. See, no rupees, nothing. So simple number means it is always number of shares. Face value of rupees 100. So directly it is given to us face value. Face value is nominal value is equals to 100. Available at rupees 132. Available at rupees 132 means market value is equals to 132. Always you have to remember, apart from two values will be given to us. One value, see here they have directly written face value. In few questions earlier we have seen this cost was written just next to shares, rupees 100 shares. So like that. So apart from this value, the other value will always be market value. So these are the given things. So what we have to find? We have to find is investment. So first point, investment we have to find. So we know one formula of number of shares. So number of shares is equals to, because that formula only includes investment. So we know this formula, number of shares is equals to investment upon MV. Now in this question, we have to find investment. Number of shares we already know, MV also we know. So investment we have to find, that means from this formula itself we can get the formula of investment if MV we send to other side. So then the formula of investment I am writing on one side. Investment is equals to, when this we are shifting to other side, it will become number of shares into, see this here it is getting divided. So when we are shifting to other side, it will get multiplied. So investment is equals to number of shares into market value. Number of shares into its market value. So number of shares is given to us 50. I am just substituting. Market value is 132. So investment we can find now, 132 into 5, 5 into 2, 10, 15 plus 1, 16. So calculations, make sure every time you are doing double checking of your calculations. Because in exams when we are in a rush, we tend to do mistakes. So keep on checking this part. So I have found investment 6,600. First part of the question is done. What is the investment? Investment is 6,600. Second part, if the dividend is 7.5%, what will be his annual income? So again, dividend percentage is given to us, an annual income they are asking. So direct formula is there. So annual income means annual dividend or return or profit. So many times we have done. So dividend, income, profit, return, all words are same. So annual income's formula is number of shares into dividend percentage into nominal value of one share. So direct formula we can use, number of shares, it's given to us 50. Dividend percentage is also given to us. So here they are saying this 7.5% into nominal value of one share. So nominal value is 100. 50 into 7.5. This percent we can shift here as by 100. This and this will get cancelled. Here we can remove 1 0. We can write 1 0 over here. So this 0 and this 0 will get cancelled. So 5 into 75, we can multiply 75 into 5, 5 into 5, 25, 7 into 5, 35, 36, 37. So that means annual income we have got equals to 375. So two parts of the question done. Direct formulas only we had to use. Investment is equals to number of shares into market value. Both the things were given to us. We just substituted and found the investment. Annual dividend, direct formula only we use number of shares into dividend percentage into nominal value of one share. Everything was given to us. We just substituted the values. Now let's do the third part of this question. So third part of the question says if he wants to increase his annual income by how much? By rupees 150. So if he wants to increase his annual income by 150, how much extra shares should he buy? So basically what we have to find here, we have to find here number of shares. You have to find their number of shares. So always remember one thing, anytime when you have to find number of anything, always divide two things. So here what is given to us? Here income is given to us, like how much income he wants to increase. So increased income is given to us, or increase in income is given to us, like he want to increase his income by 120. So always when number you are finding of anything, divide two things. What we have to do, we have to divide two things. And which two things we have to divide? So first of all you have to see what is given to us. So income, increase in income we have to given to us, increase in income is given to us. So that means income only we will divide, but income of one share. So remember, whenever number we have to find, so two things we will divide, bigger thing divided by smaller. Here how you will come to know with which things we have to divide. So income was given to us, so total income by income of one share. So total income how much they want to be increased, that is 150. Income of one share. So income of one share we don't know. Income of one share we can find. So very easy. Income of one share means dividend, means return. So this is actually dividend percent of nominal value. In many questions now we have used this concept. Income means profit or return percentage of one share, that is expressed as a dividend percentage of nominal value. So dividend percentage of nominal value here is 7.5% as per the second part. So 7.5% of his NB is given to us as 100. So this will become this 7.5 by 100 into 100. 100 and 100 will get cancelled. So 7.5. So income of one share we got. So anytime you have to find income or return or profit of one share, it is dividend percent of nominal value. Many times we have used this formula. So I have found income of one share is 7.5 rupees. So rupees 150 by rupees 7.5. So nothing we have done. We are just dividing these two. This is given to us. This is the income which they want to increase. This is the income of one share which we have found just now. Now this we can divide. We'll remove decimal from here. 10 will go there. So 150 into 10 by 75. We can do cancellation. So 75 into 2 is 150. 2 into 10 is 20. So how many extra shares he has to buy is 20 shares. And one thing you can always do, whatever questions they are asking, what is his investment? So we found investment as 6,600. So write one line here. The investment is, or his annual or is the investment is equals to 6,600. The annual income of the given person is 375. Number of shares to increase the income by 150 rupees is 20 shares. So like this, write one sentence in English. So whatever question they are asking corresponding to that. So with this question is also completed. Let's do next question now. So next question is, Salman invests a sum of money in rupees 50 shares, paying 15% dividend quoted at 20% premium. If his annual dividend is rupees 600, calculate number of shares he bought, his total investment, the rate of return on his investment. Let's write the given things. Very important thing, always make sure the first thing which you are doing while attempting a question is writing the given things and writing whatever we have to find. Because if we are clear about the things given to us and what we have to find, our question will not go wrong at any point. So Salman invests a sum of money in rupees 50 shares. See, with cost shares is it's written. So that means which cost is given to us? NB. Nominal value is equals to rupees 50. Paying 15% dividend. Paying 15% dividend. So that means dividend percent is given to us 15%. Quoted at 20% premium. Premium means we have to add. So if we want to find MB, what we will do, this 20% we have to add in NB, but this 20% should be in form of cost, but it is in percent form. So what we will do, first of all we'll find 20% of NB, because that thing only we are going to add. So 20% of NB, 20 by 100, this percent means by 100, off means multiplication. NB is nominal value which is given to us as 50. So on solving, we can see here this 0 getting cancelled here also. So 2 into 5 is 10. So 20% of rupees 50 is 10. So MB we can find now. MB is NV, that is nominal value, plus premium price. Premium price is 20% of NV, that is rupees 10. See, don't directly add 20% because we can't add unlike terms. This is percentage, this is cost. So cost should be added with cost only. So for that reason 20% should be first of all converted to cost, then only you can add. And at premium means above par, which we have already discussed. So whenever you see this word premium, we have to do addition to find market value. So 50 plus 10 is equals to 60. So market value is given to us 60 rupees. It was not given to us directly. We found like this. So everything we have written. If is annual dividend means annual income. So annual dividend is given to us. That also I'll write. So it's equals to rupees 600. Number of shares bought. So for number of shares we know two formulas. both I'll write number of shares is equals to investment upon MV, investment upon market value, or number of shares is equals to annual dividend or total, or annual, we can write annual dividend 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 on one share. So both the formulas so many times I have discussed. Now you have to understand which formula we can use here. We have to find number of shares. We don't know investment. As you can see in second part, we have to find investment also. MV we know. So that means this formula here we can't use. This formula we can use. And whenever see here they have given us annual dividend. So clearly we can use this formula. But for this formula also annual dividend we know. But dividend on one share we have to find. So we'll find dividend on one share. So dividend on one share, this also easily we can find, because this concept also now in many questions we have used. This is dividend percentage of NV, because dividend percent is given to us. So dividend on one share is equals to dividend percentage of NV. Dividend percentage is 15. So 15 by 100, this percentage can be written as by 100 of means multiplication. NV is 50. So 15 into 5. So this we can further write it. 5 into 5, 25 to 75 by 10. So 75 by 10 is equals to 7.5. So dividend on one share we got as 7.5. Here we will just substitute now. What is the annual dividend? 600. So number of shares is equal to annual dividend by dividend on one share. Annual dividend is 600. I am substituting its value. Dividend on one share, just now we have found 7.5 rupees, 7.5. So this decimal if I am removing, so here 1 10 I'll get. So 600 into 10 by 75. This we can do cancellation on 5's table, or 15 also you can do. 5 into 1 is 5. 5 into 15, just now we have done actually. 5 into 15 and 5 into 12 is 60. Further we can do cancellation on 5's table or 3's table also. 5's table let's do. 5 into 3. 5 into 3 is 15. 5 into 2 is 10, 25, 24. I'll just rewrite. This one will do. 3 into 1, 3 into 8 is 24. So 8 into 10. 8 into 10 is equals to 80. So number of shares is equals to 80. So this also you can write in one sentence. So number of shares is equals to 80. Like this you can write. So first part of the question is done. It's total investment. So similar type of questions earlier also we have done. Now total investment, this formula we will use, because we know MV also, we know number of shares also, because just now we have found. So this MV we will shift to other side, or for investment just directly also you can remember investment. Anyhow we are getting from this formula itself, but directly also you can remember investment is equals to number of shares into MV. Number of shares just now we have found 80. MV is given to us. MV is equals to 60. So 6 into 8 is 48. 2 zeros will write. So 4,800. Investment is equals to 4,800. Like this you can write. Now second part is also done. First part is done. Second is done. The rate of return. Rates also, rate means rate of return. Rate means percentage. Percentage we have to find of return percent means profit percent. For this also direct formula we know. What was the formula? I hope every one of you remembers. So the formula is income by investment into 100. See, all these formulas, while discussing the formulas, I have already given you. So rate percent means profit percent, return percent means profit percent, or income percent also. So formula is income by investment. Income is already given to us. Annual income is 600. It's given to us. Investment just now we have found 4,800 into 100. 100 and 100 will get cancelled. This we can do on this one. 6 table, 6 into 100, 600, 6 into 8. So 100 by 8. Again we can do cancellation. This on 4's table will do 4 into 25, 4 into 2. 4 into 25, 4 into 2. So 25 by 2. 25 by 2, when you are doing division in decimals also you can convert. So 12.5% you will get. So return percent is equals to 12.5%. Like this one sentence you can write. See, the question when you are writing, it will become more presentable when you are writing each and everything properly, and there are more chances that you will get out in that particular question. So make sure you are writing very beautifully in the paper, like describing each and everything. Now this question is done. Let's do the next question. Next question is, Rohit invested rupees 9,600 on rupees 100 shares at rupees 20 premium, paying 8% dividend. Rohit sold the shares when the price rose to 160. He invested the proceeds excluding dividend in 10% rupees 50 shares at rupees 40. Find the original number of shares, sale proceeds, number of shares, change in the two dividends. Although the question is very similar to some previously done questions, and these questions which I am doing right now, these all questions are the questions from previous year papers. So that's why you can see similar, this type of questions maximum has come. So buying and selling, both the things are happening here. So separately we'll write the given things to reduce any confusion here. So first, investment is done. Investment means something you are buying. So investment is given to us. Investment is equals to 9,600 on rupees 100 share. So rupees 100 share means NV. So the cost which is written with the shares, that cost is nominal value. Nominal value is 100. Rupees 100 at rupees 20. See, rupees 20 premium. Now if you just compare it with the previous question, you can see in previous question it was given 20%. So that's why we converted first of all that percent into cost, and then we added. Premium means we have to add it. It is above par. Now it is given to us in form of cost only, so directly we can add. Why we are adding? Because premium word is mentioned. So rupees 20 premium means NV. NV is 100 plus 20 premium cost. So that means MV is equals to 100 plus 20, 120. Investment is given to us, nominal value is given to us, then market value is given to us, and dividend percentage is given to us, that is 8%. Now this when buying is taking place. Okay. So I'll write the other things. First of all, let's see first part what we have to find. Then first part, original number of shares we have to find. So number of shares, for finding number of shares, I need investment and market value. Because what is the formula of number of shares? Two formulas are there, but this formula will help us here. So I'll just mention this only. So investment upon market value, because both the things are given to us. Number of shares is equals to investment upon market value. Investment is 9,600. Market value is 120. 9,600 and 120 we will divide. We'll see how much we are getting. On 12th table directly you can do cancellation. 12 into 8 is 96, so 80. Number of shares here we are getting 80. So first part of the question is done. Original number of shares means at starting how many number of shares a person has bought. So 80 shares, for that reason only investment and the initial market value only we are using here. So first part is done. Now sale proceeds we have to find. Regarding sale proceeds also in some other question also we have done. So in sale proceeds, what is the formula? Direct formula only I have told you. So sale proceeds is equals to number of shares into selling price of one share. Sale proceeds formula is number of shares into selling price of one share. Now before we do this question, let's write the other part of this question, like whatever is given after this buying, because the person is selling also. Now let's write the information about that part. So Rohit sold the shares when the price rose to 160. Okay, when the price rose to 160, then he is selling. So that means market value when he is selling is rupees 160. Nominal will not change. See, nominal value any time it will not change because that is a fixed price of a share. Nominal value still it is 160 only. Market value at this time is 160, and because he is selling now, so that means this market price is his selling price. See, it's mentioned here Rohit sold because he is selling at this price. So this market value now it is this is the SP of one share also. He invested the proceeds, so excluding dividend in 10%. So dividend percent is given to us, that is 10%, rupees 50 shares. So again he did some investment here apart from this. Now next thing, he sold, after that he did investment. He bought, then whatever is bought he sold, then again he did investment, because this is this investment what he is investing now, whatever he has gained here. After selling he gained something, that amount again he is investing. In 10% dividend, rupees 50 shares. So nominal value when he is doing this investment, so don't get confused here. At their nominal value is rupees 50 now, at rupees 40, that means market value is 40. So how to differentiate which is nominal, which is market? I have already. So this 50 is written just next to shares. That means it is nominal value and the other price will always be the market value. Okay, so what happened? He bought some shares, then he sold. After selling whatever he gained, that gained thing also, like that profit, again he did investment. This is the story of the question. So if you're not understanding this pattern, it will be very difficult to know what to find. So that's this basic idea you should have. Now this thing happened. Now first part we have already done. Second part, what we have to do, sale proceeds we have to find. So number of shares we found as 80 into selling price of one share. So selling price of one share, I have discussed that this is the market value of this one. So selling price of one share here is 160. So 8 into 16 will multiply 48, 128, 128, 2 zeros will write. So 12,800. So sale proceeds. So okay. Sale proceeds is equal to number of shares into selling price of one share. Number of shares is 80 we found in the first part, and this when he is selling MV is 160. For that reason selling price of one share is 160 this time. So we got sale proceeds 12,800. See, this sale proceeds only he is investing. Now this money only he is investing here. Here I'll write this investment is how much? 12,800. So with the help of sale proceeds, now you have understood that this price only he is investing here. So for the last part we know investment, dividend percentage, nominal value and market value also. So now sale proceeds done. New number of shares we have to find. New number of shares Third part we have to do number of shares. So number of shares formula we can use. Number of shares is equals to investment upon market value. So what is the investment now? Just now I have told you the investment is this. Sale proceeds is the investment now. So 12,800 is the investment, and at which market price he has done investment? When the market price is rupees 40. So this MV we will write here. So by 40 we can do this one. So 4 table directly easily we can do cancellation. 4 into 3 is 12, 4 into 2 is 8, and 1 0. So 320. Number of shares, new number of shares is equals to 320. So this also we have done now. Now the last part is change in two dividends. So this type of question also we have done earlier. So change in dividends, change in dividend when we have to find. Earlier also I told you that will be equals to new dividend minus original dividend. New original minus original dividend. How to find new original and original dividend? So first of all, okay, let's start with the new one. So new dividend of 1 share we will find. New dividend of 1 share. So dividend here you can see, first of all 1 share when we are finding, this dividend percentage we are using and nominal value we are using. So 10% of 50. 10% of 50. 10% of 50 we can find 10 by 100 into 50. Zeros and zeros will get cancelled. So this is equals to rupees 5. Okay. So how many shares here do we have? Now we have 320 shares. So in this case, how many shares we have? 320 shares. So total dividend is equals to this dividend on 1 share, that is 5 into number of shares. So in this, because I am doing new one, number of shares is 320. So 5 into 320 when we multiply, so 5 into 2 is 10, this 0 already, 115 plus 1. So 1600 we will get when we are multiplying this. This is a new one. Now original one also we will do. Original dividend. So original dividend on 1 share. Original dividend on 1 share. Originally also, what was the dividend percentage? 8%, nominal value 100. So this we will use 8% of 100. So this is equals to 8 by 100 into 100. So which is equals to rupees 8. This is on 1 share. But what we have to find, how many shares we do have? We have 80 shares in the first case which we found. So that means dividend on 80 shares. This is equals to rupees 8 into number of shares. So 8 into 80 is 640. Now here we can just substitute. I already have written. So change in dividend is equals to new dividend. New dividend we found as 1600 minus original dividend we found as 640. So similar question earlier also we have done. Now subtraction we can do. 1600 minus 640. So 10 minus 4, 6. So after doing subtraction, you can see you are getting the price as 960. So that means change in dividend is equals to 960. So if you do each and every question along with me, you can see this question is very easy. Similar questions also, similar questions only, they are coming in exam again and again, and this type of question earlier also we have done. So try to do these questions yourself also. With this one, this question is completed. So first of all, original number of shares we found, then sale proceeds we found, then new number of shares we found, then change in two dividends we found. So it was a little lengthy question, but we have successfully completed it. Now let's do the next question, and that question will be the last question from my side. And you can try to do this question along with me and see if you are able to complete this question before me. So let's start. How much should a man invest in rupees 50 shares selling at rupees 60 to obtain an income of 450 if the rate of dividend declared is 10%? Also find its yield percent to the nearest whole number. Okay, again let's write it. What is given to us? How much a man invest? How much should a man invest? So that means it's clearly understood. Investment we have to find. How much means like this is what we have to find. In rupees 50 shares, rupees 50 is written along with the shares. That means this is our nominal value. Selling at rupees 60, so this is our other price is always market value, so that is equals to rupees 60. Obtain an income of 450. So when income like this is given, so annual income is given to us. Annual income is equals to rupees 450. Don't get confused that this income is the income on one share, because if it is an income on one share, it will be clearly mentioned. So this is an annual income or total income, you can say. Rate of dividend, that means dividend percentage is given to us, that is equals to 10%. So we have to find investment. So investments formula, many times now we have done. Investment, it is equals to number of shares into market value. But again you will see, number of shares we don't know. Or do we know number of shares? No. So what we will do, we know another formula for number of shares. That formula directly only we will write here. So number of shares is, because annual income is given to us. So annual income upon income of one share or income on one share into market value. So two formulas we have done. Number of shares, one is investment by MB, that basically here we are using in terms in the form of investment, and the other formula is annual income by income on one share. So annual income is given to us. Annual income is 450. Income on one share is not there, that we can find income on one share into MB. MB is given to us as 60. Income on one share easily we can find here. So income on one share is equals to dividend percentage of NB. One share's income like this we can always find as a formula. You can remember this. Dividend percent is given to us 10% of NB. NB is given to us 50. So 10 by 100% means by 100, of means into 50. 0 and 0 will get cancelled. 0 and 0 will get cancelled. So 1 into 5, 5. 5 is the income on one share. We'll substitute here. 450 into 60 upon 5. We can do cancellation here. 5 into 9 is 45. 90 will get 90 into 60. 9 into 6 is 5. 9 into 6 is 54, and 2 zeros will come here. So 5,400 is the investment. So investment we have found. Now the next thing which we have to do, find is yield percent. Yield percent means yield percent means income percent or return percent. So that we have to find to the nearest whole number. We have to find this. Yield means profit only, or return only, like how much income he is generating. So in the form of percent we have to find. So yield percent or return percent, anything you can write, or same word, it's better to mention. It is equals to income by investment. Income by investment into 100. how much is the income? Income is already given to us in the question, so it's given to us as 450. Same we will substitute 450. Investment just now we have found 5400. 5400 is the investment into 100. So 2 zeros and zeros will get cancelled. On 6 table, on this table we can do cancellation. 3's table we can do 450 into 54. 3 into 1 15. 3 into 5 1 0. 3 into 1 24. 8. Again on 3's table we can do. So when we are doing this cancellation, we will get 50 by 6. Again when we are dividing this, we will get this as 8.333. It's continuation. So that means this return profit we are getting, but in question it's mentioned find this to the nearest whole number. So 8.3 to nearest whole number, if we do, it is 8%. So with this this question is also completed. So the question was very easy, and I have successfully completed and tried my level best to do all the questions of previous year papers which has come from the chapter shares and dividends. So thank you so much for watching the video, and if you have understood the concept, like the video and share it with your friends.